You will own your practice rather than it owning your life. Welcome to the Free Lawyer Podcast. I'm your host, Gary Miles. The Free Lawyer Podcast is designed for the lawyer, entrepreneur, or professional who is in some way unfulfilled, stressed, or stuck and is looking for something better. We will discuss various blocks that limit us from achieving the personal freedom that we all desire, but have not yet fully experienced. And we will give actionable steps to free yourself from them. Are you looking to achieve a new level of success? If so, this podcast is for you. Hey everybody, happy Monday. How are you all doing? So glad you're joining me here today. Really important topic today for any of you who feel like you're struggling a little bit at work and things aren't working out how you want and you're looking for something better. I'm going to have a suggestion for you today that may be helpful. I want to thank you so much for all the support you give me. I'm amazed how each month the number of listens and downloads increases geometrically. I thank you for those of you who listen and also for those of you who share. And if you're open to it, if you like what you hear, if what I share gives you value and is helpful, I would love you to hop on to Apple or Spotify or wherever you listen and leave a rating and review. It would mean so much to me. And I like to highlight those ratings or reviews that I've received as a way of saying thank you to the person who left them. And recently, Keely Blanchard left me a review. And for those of you who don't know Keely, I'd suggest you connect with her on LinkedIn. She's really amazing. I did trial work for 45 years, and I wish I had known Keely when I was trying a lot of cases, because she helps to train us in how to frame our case to tell a story that will make the jury be more persuaded by what we say. So check her out on LinkedIn, Keely Blanchard. She's wonderful. But she sent me a review, and posted a review titled, "A Must Listen for Law." Gary Miles masterfully hosts an inspiring and insightful podcast, highlighting crucial issues for lawyers while allowing his guest to truly shine with wisdom and thoughtfulness. So thank you, Keely. I appreciate that. If any of you are open to leaving me a rating and review, I would appreciate that as well. So what I want to talk today is mentorship. And, I never engaged a third-party mentor during my career, but I had a lot of folks who were mentors to me. My dad was amazing. My brother was a lawyer 9 years before me, and he taught me a lot. But particularly when I switched from being mostly a transportation defense lawyer to doing family law, I had someone I knew very well who mentored me in not only forms for family law, the essence of family law, but he was there when I felt confused or didn't know which way to turn, didn't know what advice to give a client. He was there for me always. His name was David Silverberg, one of the best family law attorneys in the Baltimore, Maryland area. But he was a huge help to me, and mentorship can be really, really helpful, and it's become available more readily to you today than it was. When I was practicing, there really wasn't such a thing, and yet it can be an incredible tool, and I'll explain to you how it can be helpful to you, because I believe mentorship can truly transform your career. I love this quote from Bob Proctor. A mentor is someone who sees more talent and ability within you than you see in yourself and helps bring it out of you. Your mentor will see more talent and ability within you than you see in yourself. And your mentor can help bring it out of you. How can that be? Well, see, we have so many limiting beliefs, so many thoughts that were not good enough, so much self-doubt. And we often don't see what we're capable of. And your mentor can help with that. So let me begin, as I frequently do, as you know, with some questions for you to kind of set up the episode. Have you ever felt confused or lost? Have you ever felt stuck trying to figure out how to get to where you want to be, or even where do you want to be? Have you ever felt frustrated and wondered why? Have you ever felt stressed? Do you ever wish you had someone you could chat with confidentially and privately, someone to answer your questions, someone who could listen to you empathetically and guide you? What if you were no longer so overwhelmed by stress? What if you had the clarity to know where you wanted to go and exactly how to get there? What if you could be successful, fulfilled, and truly delighted in the practice of law? What if you had someone at your beck and call who was always there to listen to you confidentially and who would support and encourage you? Wouldn't that be something that you would love? Well, you can have it. Feeling lost, trapped, confused, and alone is not unusual at all. Most of us have felt that way at times. We know we need help. We know we need guidance, but we're afraid to ask for it. In the demanding field of law, the journey from good to great can be challenging and rewarding. And while legal prowess and skills and education and dedication are essential, the guidance and support of your mentor can significantly accelerate this transformation from novice to good to great. Mentorship in the legal profession is not just about passing down knowledge. It's about fostering growth, instilling confidence, and achieving the success and freedom you deserve. So today's episode, I'm going to describe the most significant challenges many lawyers face and why some of them hesitate to use a mentor. And I will show you how a wise, experienced mentor can help you solve these problems. And most importantly, I will explain how your mentor can help you grow from good to great, from stress to success, and from stuck to free. So you all know a lot of this, but what are some of the most difficult challenges you face as a lawyer? In my many discussions with lawyers, I hear a lot of concerns that keep getting repeated. The first is isolation. You may work in a law firm with hundreds of attorneys. You may have paralegals and legal assistants who report to you. You may have managing attorneys you can talk with. But despite that, so many lawyers feel so alone. There may be other lawyers in offices on either side of you. You may pass colleagues in the break room or in the hallway, but you feel separated from them. The other lawyers all look so happy and so confident, don't they? But often you feel alone. You feel there's no one you can talk to. There's no one to share your concerns, your fears, your hesitancies. The isolation makes you feel even more stressed, more worried and anxious. Do you ever feel disconnected? Or do you ever feel isolated or alone at work? So many do. The second major problem I hear all the time is self-doubt. Do you ever feel insecure, worried, or doubt your abilities? Are you ever concerned that you're not as good as the lawyers in your firm or the attorney on the other side of your case? Do you ever doubt yourself, doubt that you have the skills, the talents, and the commitment to succeed as a lawyer? So many of us doubt ourselves. Despite our track record of success, we often feel that we don't measure up and we don't have what it takes. And I know I felt that way for many years. I was in my 50s, been practicing law for 30 years, highly successful trial attorney, managing my own firm. And I felt, is this real or a mirage? Am I who people see me as? We may be skilled, intelligent, and experienced, but when we look at ourselves and sometimes compare ourselves to others, we doubt we're good enough to be the lawyer that they think we are, to be the lawyer that others expect us to be. Have you ever felt that? Have you ever felt that self-doubt? The third thing I hear all the time is lawyers feeling like they don't have the answers. Are you ever unsure about how to handle a conflict in your office? Do you wish someone could give you advice on how to handle that nasty, challenging lawyer on the other side of the case? Are you uncertain about what to share with your managing attorney? So often, so many questions come up during our workday that we wish we had someone to guide us, to share their expertise with us, and to give us answers. Do you ever wish you had someone who you could talk to about some of those daily challenges that pop up? The fourth is a lack of clarity. So many lawyers are unclear about, are they where they want to be? Are they doing what they want to do? How to get to where they want to be? Are you clear about what your vision is for your future? Do you know where you want to be 5 years from now? And do you know how to get there? So often we lack clarity about our future, about what we want, and about how to achieve our goals. The fifth thing I hear a lot is a need for accountability. Do you ever find yourself setting targets about how to use your time? What to work on, what to get done during the day, what your goals are and how to achieve them. But you fail to stay on track, you get derailed. Often we struggle with not holding ourselves accountable for the targets we've set for ourselves. 6, lack of productivity. All too often in my practice, I would go home at night and wonder why I didn't get more done. I felt like I worked so hard, but it wasn't getting done. Do you ever feel like that? We often work so hard. We feel like a hamster on a wheel. We have so many matters to do and tasks that are all piling up. And no matter how hard we work, we fall further behind. Do you ever wish you could be more productive during your day, or wonder how you can be and how you can learn to be more productive? These are just some of the many problems that lawyers encounter daily, and I suspect you encounter many of them frequently. And I'm going to tell you that your mentor can help with every one of them. Why do so many lawyers hesitate to use a mentor? Why is it so hard to ask for the support that we need and really deserve? The most common reason is fear. We often know we can benefit from guidance from a supportive, experienced third party, someone we could speak to confidentially and privately, someone who supports us, but we're afraid to ask for that support. See, we are expected to be confident, independent, competent, in charge. The thought that we need someone to help us conflicts with our identity as attorneys. We worry that others will see us as weak or incompetent. Our professional culture honors self-help and independence. We fear seeking help will undermine our confidence, make us question our abilities, or create anxiety. Sometimes we need to be self-aware enough to know that some coaching would be helpful to us. But more importantly, even when we do, we're afraid of how we might look if we ask someone for help. See, fear and ego are two real big problems. And those feelings, they're natural and they're understandable, but they're not accurate. No one thinks less of us when we ask for help. We should never let that unwarranted fear stop us from obtaining the support we need. And often we say, we don't have the time to work with a mentor. But you always have time for your clients. Don't you deserve some time for yourself? Honestly, we all know we can clear 2 hours in a month to gain the freedom and the success that we deserve. Seeking mentorship is a sign of strength. It's a commitment to your professional growth. We don't have all the answers. In lack of time and money or stories we tell ourselves to justify not getting the support we need. We shouldn't let fear or ego get in our way. It's important to remember that even the most accomplished lawyers have sought guidance and support at various points in their careers, and I know I did. So what can a mentor do for you? What problems that you face can your mentor help you solve? Do you know how often we feel we have no one to talk to, no one to ask for advice, or no one to give us the support and accountability we need? These are some of the ways your mentor can help you. The first is a confidential listening ear. We feel so alone sometimes, don't we? And we don't want to appear weak or to be judged for our feelings or our struggles. We may be hesitant to share with our managing partner some of our fears, some of our worries, some of our confusion, some of our lack of confidence. But you can share your fears, your worries, and your struggles with your mentor confidentially and openly. Your mentor can be very effective, a very confidential and a supportive listener. Your mentor will always be there to hear you, to understand, to listen to you with empathy and support. And how important is that, to be heard and listened to? The second way a mentor can help you is with guidance. Often we need to figure out what to do next. We're still determining where to turn, where to go, and how to get there. We don't know how to handle some office challenges. We don't know how to handle that difficult lawyer. But your mentor has many years of experience and has been where you are and can give you helpful suggestions. You can have your questions answered. You will no longer be struggling and confused. Vision creation. Often we really struggle with figuring out where we want to be, what we want to do, and how to get there. But sometimes your mentor will see your abilities and futures that you don't see in yourself. I know I've experienced that with my clients. I have a vision of how incredible their future can be, but they haven't seen it yet. I see their talent. I see their skills. I see the possibility, but they don't see it because they're held back by their own limiting beliefs, their own self-doubt, messages from their past. But your mentor can help you create a vision for your future that is more powerful than you see in yourself. Clarity. Sometimes we feel like we're in a fog, confused. Your mentor can clarify where you are, where you want to get to, and how to get there. He can help you plan your path to accomplishing your dreams. 5, confidence. Your mentor is always on your side, lifting you, encouraging you, complimenting you, supporting you. He affirms your talents. He commends your positive traits. An ongoing mentorship process helps you develop self-confidence and resilience to overcome the challenges that you face. Accountability. Sometimes the same mistakes keep happening. We back away from the same hurdles, or we're afraid to take the next steps. Your mentor can hold you accountable. Together, you can set targets for your next task, and your mentor will encourage you to meet those goals and deadlines you set for yourself in a helpful way, in an encouraging way, in a positive way. I had one client one time say he didn't want to meet that day because he hadn't taken any steps towards accomplishing the goals we had set for him 2 weeks ago. And I didn't get upset, but I didn't let him cancel the appointment because we needed to figure out why he had not accomplished those goals, why he hadn't taken the steps we both agreed would be good for him to take. And we had to figure out what was holding him back and clear that up. So in that way, being held accountable helped him to move forward, and he's accomplished amazing things. And 7, productivity. We so often feel like we work so hard and accomplish so little. But your mentor can show you how to be more productive, to prioritize your tasks, to plan and organize and do much more in less time. I work with all my clients with their productivity. And I see the same problems. I see the same issues. And when I give them my recipe for being more productive, it's amazing how well it works. They bill more hours, they get more done, they feel more accomplished, and they work less time. It's a win-win-win. So, these are the ways in which your mentor can help you. He can be a confidential listening ear. He can give you wise guidance. He can help you create your vision of your future and see in you a vision you don't see in yourself. He can help you have clarity about your future and your path. He can help you overcome your lack of confidence, your self-doubt, your imposter syndrome, and start to believe in yourself like you should. He can help you in a friendly way with accountability and help you to be more productive. Aren't those things that would really be a benefit to you? So how can your mentor help you get from good to great? In summary, your mentor can give you confidence, guidance, clarity, and support. You will be more productive. And what does that lead to? What happens when you use a mentor and you obtain that confidence and guidance and clarity and productivity? What happens? You'll be happier. You'll no longer be so stressed and overwhelmed. Your career will now be a place of joy rather than constant anxiety and stress. You'll grow from stress to success, more confident with a clear vision of your future. You will have better client relationships. You will receive more referrals. The more productive you are, the more efficiently you will handle your matters and be more profitable. You will grow from frustration to freedom. You will own your practice rather than it owning your life. You will be more fulfilled and fall in love again with the practice of law. You will achieve that work-life balance that is so important to you. Don't you deserve it? Isn't that something that you're entitled to have and you should have? I call this podcast The Free Lawyer. I say it a lot because it's all about how we can achieve personal freedom in your life. Do you feel free in your practice? Most of us don't. But a mentor can really help you through these various ways I described to be truly free, to have a situation where you own a law practice that serves you instead of you being shackled to it and feeling like you're stuck in a prison. So I would be happy to chat with you if you want to talk more about mentorship or how it can work with you. I'll leave a link in the show notes where you can get in touch with me, or you can always go to my website, GaryMiles.net, and reach out to me there or on LinkedIn. I'm happy to chat with you and just see where you are, see if you could use some support. And I would just urge you to not be hesitant to reach out, because so many lawyers let fear and ego get in the way, and you deserve better. You have the time to do this. You deserve it. So thank you for listening to this message today. I hope you found it helpful. I appreciate each and every one of you. And as always, please be well, be safe, and be free. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode of the Free Lawyer Podcast. Wherever you are listening, if you enjoyed what I shared, please leave me a rating and review. I would appreciate hearing more about what you like best and what topics you might like me to cover in future episodes. If you are interested in experiencing a more fulfilling and a more successful life, please contact me at www.GaryMiles.net, where you can schedule a free discovery call with me so I can learn more about you, your challenges, and your dreams. I appreciate each and every one of you, and have a great rest of your day. Thanks to all of you for your support.